Welcome to the Gatekeepers Court, where the fandom meets the courtroom and your faves better come correct. I'm your host, Taylor B, bringing you all the drama, all the receipts, and all the judgment that we can handle. And we handle a lot. All right? So, per usual, this week's case is messy. But see, this messy is a little... Y'all know. It really went down this week. So... I'm just going to go ahead and get into the opening statements. But before I do that, I'm going to crack open a bottle of wine because this stressed me out. Stressed me out bad. First of all, look at the cuteness in this bottle. This is so cute. It's like he got his own little outfit, but I'm about to tear it up. Because, baby, it's time. Okay? I've been stressed out. And then what's so wild is like, this was probably like the wildest week since we started the soap opera. But we missed like 2 days because there was like a soccer tournament. And so we only had 3 episodes this week, but they were so juicy. Like, and it usually happens that way because we had another week like that where like it's like a basketball tournament or something. And yeah, we had like 3 episodes that week and they were all just lit. I wasn't doing the podcast then. My bad, y'all. But yeah, it usually happens that way. Like when we have a shorter week, they usually give us tea on top of tea on top of tea. And so y'all know the actor Maurice Johnson, who plays Ted, he is leaving, I think, this month. They're going to put the other actor in. I forget his name. He's a really good actor, though. I completely forgot his name. Hold on. We finna look it up because I don't want to do him wrong. Okay. Who is replacing Maurice Johnson Beyond the Gates? Okay. Keith Robinson. Yes, Keith Robinson will be for those who don't know, he was in This Christmas. That's what I remember him from. Okay. So he was Lauren London's boyfriend on This Christmas. The one she was in the closet with. Not in the closet, but I mean like they were literally in the closet. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah. Well, let's pour this wine and get into it, girl. Let's get into these opening statements. All right. So, Ashley and Derek move in together. So, I mean, this is cute. Kind of seen it coming, but it seems like they're already clashing. So, but I mean, like, it's a 1-bedroom. It's 2 of y'all. Y'all are both like emergency. I won't say you're both first responders because he's more of a first responder than she is, but she's like an on-call person, because she's a nurse. And so having one shower, I don't know if that's gonna work. Me personally, I would have like really entertained the idea of a 2-bedroom or whatever the case may be, like more than 1 bedroom for sure. Because when I did live with a significant other, having 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, girl, it was very vital. I will tell you that. It was vital. First of all, I don't like sharing bathrooms anyway. But I know like when we had our 2 separate bathrooms, like he had his bathroom, I had my bathroom. It was amazing. So I recommend they do that from experience because baby, sharing a bathroom with a man, oh girl, you gonna cry. So anyway, Chelsea realizes that she has feelings for the other woman in her throuple. Yes. So my whole issue with this is those people are married. So even though they do whatever they do, the fact of the matter is their main commitment is to each other. So I think this is a little bit dangerous, but old girl seemed like she open to it. So we will see. Okay. Anita feels like her comeback is not complete without her group members. This is understandable. This is very understandable. But the thing that I'm thinking about is like she did have a solo career after that, so it's not like it's completely out of the question for her to have her own comeback. You know what I mean? Like it's, but at the same time, I understand how she feels. If she spent all those years with the group, and then now they're telling her to come back by herself, and they didn't even mention the group, I would think like that too. So Anita hints that her group's breakup was not amicable. I really want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. I hope it wasn't like a 3LW situation. Like that was that was a lot. So I hope it wasn't nothing like that. If it was nothing like that, I feel like y'all can make it. Y'all can make it, girl. If New Edition can make it, y'all can make it. Period. So, okay, Leslie shows us all of her wigs. Listen, that was probably like the funniest part of the week to me. Like her popping up in the mirror with 40 different wigs. I'm just like, girl, give it to us, okay? Give us the tea with these wigs, girl. I'm living for it. But yeah, I mean, Leslie is nuts though. We will never forget that part. Leslie's definitely nuts. Um, but we mostly love her. I like her. I like her character. I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, I feel like she's a very selfish individual, and she's not thinking about her daughter at all. As much as she wants to convince her that she is, she's not. But the actress, I wanted to give her flowers. Trisha Mann Grant. That woman can act. That woman can act. She was acting her butt off this whole week. I mean, she been doing it the whole season, but this woman can act. I was living for it. I was like, hold on now, Leslie acted crazy, but Trisha is bodying this role. I feel like this was made for her. Like they made. I feel like they wrote Trisha. I mean, they wrote Leslie, and somebody literally like called Trisha and was like, Trisha, this is you, girl. Like I don't think there was no auditions or nothing. I feel like they was just like, yeah, girl, this is you. This is you. So, but yeah, she showed us all of her wigs. That was fun. Ashley realizes that Derek may interrupt the natural flow of her apartment. It was given OCD, but I don't know if it's OCD as much as it's her not wanting him there. Cause she wasn't really super excited when he said he wanted to move in the first place. Like she didn't say no, and she didn't look like she was totally against it. But it definitely gave like, eh, I mean, I say yeah. Cause what else am I supposed to say? Type of thing. Like she do a lot of stuff out of obligation with him. If you pay attention. Mm-hmm. Okay, where we at? Oh, so Eva realizes that her mom's motivations are about more than telling the truth. Yes, and it's been the case. But I feel like Eva, she's one of those optimists, right? Like she thinks the best of people, especially her mom. She's always wanted to think the absolute best of her, especially because her mom kind of, you know, fed her this trope of like, oh, you know, he left me destitute, a single mom. He didn't care about you. He didn't care about me. You know, like, so obviously she's going to think the best of her mom because her mom always played victim. Whole time, Ted didn't even know, girl. Ted didn't even know that Eva was here. Now, all the other stuff, Ted can definitely take responsibility for it. But when it comes to Eva, it's just like, girl, he didn't know. Yeah. Okay, so Andre and Danny continue to spice things up. Okay, Andre at the top of these stairs. First of all, I knew it. I called it before Chelsea left the house. I was like, Chelsea up here checking on her mom, thinking her mom was just going nuts. Whole time, this man probably waiting on Danny to shoo her away so that they can finish whatever they was doing. And lo and behold, this man come down the stairs with a towel on. Girl, ain't fooling nobody. Little do they know, they mama is A-okay. She is getting it in and she minding her business. That is Danny really is getting her life together. Like she got the modeling agency that she's putting together, and then she got her sneaky link. All she needs is a therapist. She good to go. Girl. Cheers to Danny. Boop. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Andre and Danny entertained the idea of going public. So I'm first of all, I'm for this, but I'm for all things Danny, and I'm also for all things Andre and Danny because they cute to me. But if y'all can tell, like, I feel like they just waiting on the other person to say it, like, oh, I want to go public, or oh, I want to go public. Like, they're just like, well, I'm on whatever you want, well, I'm on whatever you want. It's like, girl, one of y'all, please, like, you're taking 20 years. It don't take that long. Y'all obviously like each other. It's obviously more than just, sex or whatever. Like, it's, y'all have a genuine friendship. Y'all genuinely like each other. Like, get it together. Get it together. I feel like they more so just scared of the reactions of the family. More so Danny than anything. I don't think Andre is as afraid, but I also know that he knows that Nicole would probably have a problem with it because it is kind of a close call. Like, even though that's like a in-law for Danny, it's still like right there. Like, yeah. I mean, they're not kin. They're not. But technically by marriage they are. So ugh. But that's your business, girl. Mm-mm. Okay, Eva tries to stop Leslie's antics. This was crazy. Like, them locking each other in the closet. Granted, when Eva did it, Leslie told her to. So it's like, it's not like she was doing it to be that person. But when it came to Eva, it's like she threw her in the closet because Eva was talking sense and was just like, listen, we don't have to do it like this. Like, there are other ways to go about it. We don't have to do it this way. Like, and Eva was right. I mean, I felt like Leslie's big plan to just hurt Nicole's feelings and have her world come crashing down around her, like, what is the point in that? What did she do to you? Like, last I checked, you slept with her husband. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I didn't think it was the best way, but it's also Leslie, so it's like with Leslie, she's gonna want the most dramatic, you know, introduction of that information. She don't do nothing quiet. She don't do nothing subtle. Like, everything has to be big, dramatic, attention grabbing. That's Leslie. So I completely understand it on both sides. Like, on Leslie's side, I understand her doing it that way because she's Leslie. But I also understand Eva not wanting to do it that way because it was unnecessary. So, whatever. Leslie tries to stop Eva from stopping her. Yeah, so she put her in the closet. Yeah. But Eva got out. I was so happy for her. I was like, because, girl, the way certain shows do that, like, if you get locked in the elevator or the closet, you're stuck for the rest of the episode. Like, most shows, if they lock you in the closet, girl, you stuck there until whatever it is over. They did it on The Game. I'm pretty sure I saw them do it on The Bold and the Beautiful last week. Like, yeah. Once you're stuck in that closet, girl, you done for. But luckily, Eva got out. But Eva didn't get out in time. But I mean, honestly, I don't think Eva should blame herself because at the end of the day, your mama was gonna do what she wanted to do with or without you. So, and she showed you that, like, with you being in the closet and her going and doing what she wanted to do, she was gonna do it with or without her. So, I mean, we saw everything. So, of course, we're gonna look at it and be like, oh, we don't blame her, But of course, like, everybody else is gonna blame her. Everybody on the show. But, well, a lot of people on the TL, on threads, they do blame Eva because they're like, you could have told your mama no. And yes, she could have. But y'all got to think about it. When somebody been telling you the same thing 20 plus years, basically brainwashing you, like, on their side, and they're your main caretaker, like, come on now. Why would she not go for whatever her mom told her to go for? Like, it takes people a long time to grow out of those patterns because it's your mom. Like, it's a parent. If you spend all those years being manipulated by a parent, it's hard to grow out of that. So, me personally, I don't blame Eva. I never blamed Eva, especially once she got to a point where she was like, Leslie, you doing too much and I really don't want to do this. Like, I was like, okay, Eva got some sense, but she still is having a hard time saying no to her mom, which is understandable. Okay. Nicole and the rest of the Duprees find out that Ted cheated with Leslie and conceived Eva. So once again, this was a very dramatic thing. I mean, they spent basically the whole episode revealing everything, like, because Leslie just wanted it to be such a big moment, and she executed. Like, she definitely got her big moment. You know, it's like on one hand, I'm like, okay, you said you wanted it, you got it. As a executing kind of woman myself, I feel you and I'm proud of you. But as a woman, like, you know, looking at Nicole's face and how she felt, I'm like, ooh, you ain't have to do that, girl. You mean? Oh, you mean? Like, it was crazy. You did it in front of their family and their friends. Like, this is so embarrassing. Everybody's gonna be gossiping about it. You know, their community ain't that big, girl. It's now Haley gonna know, all up in their business again. It's a lot. Bill gonna have another thing to talk about. Cause you know how Bill do with his dusty ass. Oh, sorry. Bill get on my nerves. But he didn't even do that in this week. I'm gonna leave him alone this week. I'm gonna let him live this week. But he probably gonna piss me off next week. We already know. So Martin realizes that Ted used him as a cover for cheating. This is when, okay, so here's the thing. Cheating is wrong, right? Cheating is wrong. I felt like he was wrong. And he conceived a baby on her. He was wrong. But when we realized that Martin was the cover, that's when I was like, oh, you grimy. You are a grimy individual. You next level low. I lost all respect for Ted because I'm like, how dare you bring your child to this shenanigans? Like, you're different. Well, not that different, because you know what's so bad about it is, like, that ain't the first time I heard a story like that. But I'm just like, it never fails to amaze me. Like, people will really use their kids to help them cheat. My chest. What is wrong with you people? Like, mm-mm. I can't imagine. So I kind of lost all respect for Ted. Like, I was letting him slide a little bit with the whole 20-year lie, because I get why you didn't say anything, but also it's been 20 years. Like, how dare you? But I get it. Like, you didn't want to lose your wife. She was already going through a hard enough time, and you didn't want to make it worse. Blah blah blah. We get it. But at the same time, the fact that you really went as far as to use Martin as your cover, like, we can't forgive you, Ted. We just can't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Leslie better kick him out. Either, not Leslie. Jesus. Leslie probably like, yes, I'm his wife. No, but for real, Nicole better either kick him out, or she needs to go on vacay and not tell him where she's going and just have a ball. I mean, leave your phone. Girl, you and Danny just go on vacay and don't talk to nobody. Like, except your parents. Because your parents ain't going to tell him. They ain't going to tell him where y'all at. Mm-mm. Go on y'all trip. Don't talk to nobody. Don't tell nobody where y'all at. And just have him just going crazy. Just wondering. Just, where's she at? I don't know. What is she doing? I don't know. Like, that's what I want. I want to make his nerves bad. And then come back, right? Come back with a 10 and an envelope with them papers in it. Like, there you go. Mm-hmm. Need your ticket out, since you wanted to spread your seed like Halloween candy. Here you go. Mm-hmm. And we will see you in court. Like, I don't know. I got a feeling she ain't gonna leave him, but if she do, I feel like that's how she should do it. Like, since Leslie wanted to be dramatic, you'd be the same kind of dramatic, but a little bit quieter, a little bit more subtle. Like, don't make it too loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, really just hit him where it hurt, but with a straight face. Like, like it don't even affect you. Like, here you go. Or be on some Angela from Why Did I Get Married? Boom. Like, yeah. Nicole gonna handle it though. I feel like Nicole gonna show us a side of her that we never thought existed. Yeah. So okay. It is revealed that Bill threatened Leslie and Eva on behalf of Ted. I'm not surprised by this. I'm really not. Like, even the details that they revealed, like, oh, you gonna be at a stoplight and might kidnap the baby or da da da. Like, girl, it's Bill. Bill don't have no limits. Bill don't have, like, Bill is just Bill. I don't expect anything more from Bill. It's Bill. Like, ugh. Anyways, Eva realizes that she is all alone. I feel like Eva didn't deserve that. And people probably gonna be so mad at me for that. But I feel like Eva didn't deserve that because yes, she participated in it, but she only did it because she wanted to get to know her dad, and she also wanted the approval of her mom. It was never, oh, like, I hate these people. Like, once she got around them, she immediately was just like, they're not even bad. Like, why are we doing this to them? She didn't want to hurt them anymore. She didn't want to do that. Like, you see how she was crying. Her nerves was bad. Like, she did not want to participate in it anymore. And I just feel like she shouldn't be all alone. And to be honest, the last person that should have denied her the time of day was Ted. Because, friend, that's your daughter. Allegedly. Because, I mean, you ain't seen no DNA yet. But still, that could possibly be your daughter. Like, you are the last person who should be giving her the side eye right now. Because she only did it to meet you, dummy. Like, you're looking even worse. Deadbeat. Well, Vernon and Anita call a family meeting to strategize. I like that. I like that. I mean, I feel like they should have called it just to check on everybody, especially Nicole. But I mean, Nicole didn't show up. But I'm just saying, like, if she would have showed up, I would have called the meeting specifically for that. But to call it, like, strictly for strategizing, I don't think they should have did that. I think they should have made sure their daughter was okay. But, I mean, I don't think they did that because they don't care. I think they're trying to make sure, the family's image is preserved. And that's understandable. But first and foremost, check on your daughter. Hug your daughter. Love your daughter. We don't care about PR right now. That can wait. And plus, y'all are the Duprees. It don't really matter what happens. People are still going to look at y'all like royalty. Black royalty. So, well, royalty. Because we're the original royalty. Hello. So, Kat refuses to believe that Ted ever cheated or conceived Eva until he tells her. And she was just vehemently denying. I'm like, ma'am, your daddy a cheater. He a thought. He all of that. He a runner. He a track star. Like, he's all of the things. Like, keep up. And think about it. Would Eva have gone through all of the stuff that you was trying to catch her doing if she didn't think that was her dad? If she didn't have a really good reason? You peeped it. Like, you were like, listen, she's doing all of this and she's doing it for a reason. I got to figure out what it is. Maybe never in a million years you never thought that was the reason. But is that not a good reason though? Like, but she just don't want to believe it. And I get it. She probably, she looks at her dad like he's a king. You know what I mean? Like, he's that guy. But listen, ain't nobody Superman. All right. I'm not saying that that's okay. That what he did, I'm not saying that's okay. And I'm not saying that that's normal because it's not. What I'm saying is sometimes you just realize people shouldn't be on a pedestal, girl. So Vanessa and Doug missed the anniversary party due to Vanessa's apparent food poisoning. Let me tell you something, Vanessa. I want you to look me dead in my eye when I say this. If you pregnant, I'm gonna snatch you myself. Because ain't no way you out here doing your husband the way you doing him and not using protection. I'm gonna throw you down some stairs. Don't play with me. Like, don't play with me, Vanessa. I will snatch you and I will throw you down some stairs. Well, after you had a baby though. I'm not going to endanger a child. But when you drop that baby, I'm gonna come see you. So anyways, Leslie imagines Nicole surrendering Ted to her. This was so crazy because I really thought it was real. Like, I really and truly was like, I was like, oh my God, like Nicole is just done like that, and then she gonna basically give the man to her. Like, I mean, even if you gonna leave, ain't no way I'm gonna go to the other woman like, well, you're the better woman. Like, girl, I was like, Nicole, you're a different kind of humble, cause baby. Wouldn't be me, but it wasn't her. It wasn't even her. So Leslie is a different kind of delusional. Very different, very vivid, very tangible delusions. Nothing is demure about her delusions. It's a bit scary. All right. And last but not least, Leslie shows up to Vernon and Anita's unannounced. This is crazy. First of all, you don't show up to nobody house unannounced. I don't care who it is. I think that is just unethical as a human being. Don't show up to nobody's place unannounced. It's out of order. But you gonna show up to people's house you know don't like you unannounced? I don't know whether to blame the parents. I don't know whether to blame Ted. Maybe he instilled the audacity. I don't know who's to blame. I don't know. Maybe she was born with it. I don't know. I don't think anybody's ever born this audacious. I don't know. It wouldn't be me. Let's just start there. It wouldn't be me. I'm just not a pop-up kind of person. Like, my thing is, I don't do anything to people that I don't want them doing to me. Because I understand that karma is very real. So when I tell you I don't pop up on nobody because I don't want nobody popping up on me, I'm so serious about it. But Leslie a different kind of girl. She a different one. She got it. So now that we've laid out the facts, it is time to take someone to task, take them to court. All right. Court is now in session and the docket is open. Okay. Even though we only had 3 episodes, this week was way too juicy for one defendant. So we got 2 cases right here. The first case on the docket is Dr. Ted Richardson, accused of cheating and having a baby on his wife. He definitely did that shit. But I think what made it worse is that it's a 20-plus-year-old secret. You should have been told her that. Like, been told her. I get, like, at the moment, maybe it wasn't the right time because she was miscarrying and she was going through all these things. We couldn't tell her a month later. We couldn't tell her 2 months later. 3 months. 6 months. I don't know. 20-plus years? Y'all are celebrating this over 2 decades anniversary, and now is when she finds out. And she didn't even find out from you. A woman came into y'all life, slithered her way in there, and told the whole family. Not just her, the whole family. You out of order. And then he tried to like pay and threaten it away, which is even worse because it's like he knew he wanted to keep it a secret. Like, from the beginning, he knew he was never telling his wife about that. So you knew you were going to be dishonest. On top of the fact you knew you was going to cheat because you knew you needed the alibi. That's why you used your son as the alibi. Like, it was too much planning. It was too much. You didn't just slip and fall into this. Because, everybody be like, it was a mistake. And then they be like, well, how you slip and fall into the bed on top of somebody? I don't get when people say that. It's a mistake. Friend, you had to think a lot about this mistake. You had so many chances to turn around. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You know what I'm saying? But you still chose to do it. Anyways, so yeah, we gonna go ahead and say Ted is guilty. A lot of people are saying, yeah, we really don't know the whole story. We ain't got the DNA. But as y'all seen in the previews, Eva had the DNA results, so there it was. I don't really care what the full story is. All I know is that you did cheat. You did have a baby on your wife. You were married. You knew you were married because you were there when you got married. And you planned to cheat as well as you planned to lie. So you are extremely guilty. You're guilty. So we're going to sentence him. I want to sentence him to a divorce, but I can't make that decision. Nicole got to make that decision. Me personally, you cheat this hard? Like, okay, first of all, you cheat at all. Because I'm not accepting it. I ain't been with nobody more than 2 years. I don't play. It's nothing for me. I'm leaving. Bye. Because I'm not spending no more time with somebody than I need to. Like after they do something crazy. No. Now, I ain't always been like that. It took me some time to get my life together, but 20 years? 20 years of my life? You lying? Oh, girl. Not only is we get a divorce, but you gonna leave a little destitute. But anyway, so that's what I sentence him not only to a divorce, but if she does decide to go through with the divorce, I also sentence him to relinquish half of everything he owns outside of her. Because they own a lot together. But what he owned outside of her, yeah, you're gonna have to give up half of that. Because that's what most of the prenups say. If you look at most prenups with rich people, like it's like, oh, if you get caught cheating, you get nothing. Like, so that's what I think. I think since he got caught cheating real bad, like there's physical proof. Yeah, half of everything gone. Boom. So this just turned into divorce court on top of being a gatekeepers court. And yeah, we taking your money. All right. So second case on the docket, we have Miss Dana, Leslie, Sherry, Anna, and Lulu. Think I got them all. She might have said Tina. All of these people in one body are accused of being delusional and selfish. Okay? So let's talk about it. So I feel like Leslie is more offended by Ted choosing Nicole than she is about him not raising his daughter. And like, I get it. I get her being upset about that, but as a mom, like I feel like you should, like I'm not a mom, but I just feel like as a mom, I feel like you should care more about what your daughter didn't get rather than what you didn't get. Like, screw me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grown. So if I want something or if I want a certain type of life, I could have went after that. Like, she could have went after that. But instead, you just spent all these years mad at Ted and plotting to get back at him so that you can snatch what he has and what Nicole has. And I'm just like, why not go after your own life? Like, why not build your own life for your daughter? Like, y'all didn't have to be where y'all was dealing with what y'all was dealing with. Y'all didn't have to be. Like, and I get it. The economy probably was crap. You know what I mean? I know it's crap now. But, there were times when it was up. You know what I mean? Eva is like 20-something odd years old. So the economy done been up and down. So I get it. Maybe you had jobs. Maybe you lost them. Depending on who was in office. I understand. However, All I'm saying is you could have gone after it. Maybe you wouldn't exactly have been a Anita Dupree or Anita Williams. Maybe you wouldn't have been a Nicole Richardson, you know, but you would have at least been more of what your daughter needed. And that's what I don't get about her. It just feels like she cares more about the fact that he didn't choose her. Like, and even now, her delusions are about him choosing her or Nicole giving him to her. Like, what about your daughter? What about your daughter having her dad? What about that? What about her taking her rightful place as his daughter under the same roof as Cat, getting what Cat is getting? Like, what about that? Haven't heard about that. Don't know about that. She only brings that up when Eva's doubting her. She don't care about Eva. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And the fact that she actually believes that she will have Nicole's life, like, it's really in her head, it's drilled in her mind. Like, as soon as you decide you're not dealing with him, or as soon as he decides he's leaving, whatever the case may be, like, it's gonna be me and him. No, it's not. You blew up this man's life. Do you genuinely believe? And think about it. This is the type of man who will pay you and have somebody threaten you legally and physically just so you could get out of their life and abort their kid. This is the same guy that you think is going to just all of a sudden take you in, love you the same way or better than Nicole, and take care of Eva too. Like, even though you don't care about that, but you know, I'm just saying, I'm adding that on. I'm just like, you genuinely believe this is the guy who's gonna do that? And then 20 plus years later, he does the same thing. Gives you $50K and tell you to get on about your business. Leslie, baby, you're guilty. You're definitely guilty. You're extremely guilty of being delusional and selfish. And you know what? Before we even got on, I called the psychiatric hospital, right? Because, you know, before they was full. Well, now they have actually made a special space for you because I told them about the vividness of that delusion that you had. And so they was like, yeah, she need to be up in here. So whenever you're ready, no rush. They are coming to get you, but no rush, you know. just stay there and take a little vacation at the hospital for a little bit. It's really nice. It's cute. It's cute. They got padded walls and whatnot. Like, it's cute. You're gonna love it. You'll love it. Your imagination will flourish in there. SpongeBob was in there before and his imagination went wild. So you're gonna have fun. Mm-hmm. Just go there for like 3 weeks. You'll be good. I'm trying to make it sound so casual. It's not. You gotta go. Friend, it's getting bad. Like, but I just want to say this. I also understand where Leslie is coming from and the rest of her identities. I understand where they're coming from. Like, this person made you think that he was going to leave his wife, that he didn't. Not only did he not leave his wife, he got you pregnant, and did not care. He paid you to go away and to abort the baby. Didn't even care to show up to the abortion that you did not have. It just, I understand. I understand why that would bother you so much for 20 years. Because it's not just a rejection. Like, this is an abandonment on the top tier of levels, you know, so I get it. I don't know that I would have dealt with it like this, but I get it. I understand the anger and the contempt, but you still got to go to the hospital, baby. We'll visit, you know. We love you. I'm going to visit you. I'm going to visit Anna. I'm going to visit Sherry. I'm going to visit Lulu. I'm going to visit Dana. Did she say she had a Tina? Because I'm going to visit her too. I just got to make sure. I'm going to visit all of them. And all your wigs, I'm going to visit them. Girl, whoever you are that day, I'm going to visit. But just, you got to go. Yeah, so that's what I'm sentencing you to. You definitely guilty though. So now that that's over, now that we're off the docket, let's go ahead and wrap this case up. So it's time for my predictions, what I see coming next. All right. So this is what I think. Okay, Ashley and Derek will either find a different place with more rooms and bathrooms, or they will hate each other. I'm so serious about this. Y'all need 2 bedrooms. Y'all need 2 bathrooms. Even if nobody ever uses that other bedroom, y'all will use those bathrooms. Like, you need it. And the fact that y'all didn't even discuss that even more seriously when y'all was talking about moving in lets me know that y'all wasn't even serious about it in the first place. Like, you were serious because you were going to do it, but you weren't serious enough to actually consider all options involved. Like, it's just out of order. Get it together, okay? I think Chelsea is gonna catch way too many feelings for the other woman in the throuple. I mean, I feel like it's kind of already happening. It seemed like it, but yeah, I think she gonna catch too many feelings. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I see that getting messy, and I hate that for her because I feel like she having fun and she enjoying herself, but oh baby. All right. So this is what I think about Anita and her group. I think Anita and her group, they're gonna hash it out at like brunch, okay? And they're gonna come back together and everything gonna be cool. I don't know how long it's gonna take to hash it out. They might have to have a couple brunches. Cause if you ain't seen somebody in a long time and then y'all try to hash stuff out, girl, y'all probably be sitting there so silent, just so straight like that. So yeah. But I think they're gonna hash it out. They're gonna have them a little brunch or 5 and they're gonna get it together. So I think Andre and Danny are gonna go public, but I don't think it's gonna be by choice. Let me tell you what I think. They're sitting up here and they're considering it. I think that's a form of foreshadowing, but I don't think they're gonna do it because you see how they keep him and hawing. Oh well, I mean, whatever you want. Well, I'm doing whatever you want. So this is what I think, because Danny don't lock her doors. So I feel like somebody is gonna pop up. Could be Nicole. Cause she ain't in love with her husband no more. So she ain't gonna have nothing to do. And what if she be like, ugh, I'm just having a bad day today. I'm gonna go see my sister. And she gonna find him on the couch, laid up, real cute. Danny not even gonna hear her come in. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. It's gonna happen. So I think they're gonna go public, but it ain't gonna be by choice. I think somebody gonna walk in on them. I personally believe it's gonna be Nicole, but it could be anybody. It could be Nicole. It could be Chelsea. That would be funny though. Chelsea would be hilarious. Chelsea would have me cracking up, like, cause I could just see her little shocked face, like, Mom, like, you know how she is. It's gonna be so cute. It's so funny at the same time. So yeah, I think they're gonna be public very, very soon. It's just not gonna be by choice. All right, so Eva and Leslie, I think they're gonna clash hard, but this isn't obvious, like she was just like, you picked the wrong side, little girl, like, and I think she really is gonna, because I think this right now everybody's upset because of the whole shock of everything, but I think eventually they're gonna see that like Eva is really the mostly innocent one in this situation. Like, y'all not seeing it like that because she's not a baby anymore, but think about it, she was the baby in the situation. So I feel like they're gonna think of her that way. They're gonna be like, you really ain't have a choice in the matter. You didn't have a big choice in the matter. You weren't able to make an informed decision about what exactly to do because you didn't know both sides and you didn't know both people. And then when you did get to know the other person, it was based on, false pretenses. So I think people are going to get to a point where they're going to see Eva as a human being, and they're going to eventually just let her in. And I think Leslie is going to hate it because they're not going to do that with her. Like, look at what you're doing. You popping up at these people's house. You popped up at the anniversary party. You telling all the business that you ain't even have to tell in front of their family. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I think they gonna clash. I think she gonna have it out for Eva. She gonna do what she did to Laura to Eva. Maybe not in the exact same way, but she gonna put that girl in the hospital. What is that? Oh, that's lip gloss. It's shiny. My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. Ow, ow. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually don't think that Nicole will leave Ted. If she does, I do want her to get a very, very hefty settlement. And not that she needs it. She'll do pretty, but he deserved to lose half of everything. So yeah, but I don't think she's gonna leave him, but I do think she will hurt him. Cause let me give y'all my theory. This is how I feel. Danny is the little sister, right? Danny had to learn the crazy from somewhere. And I don't think she learned it from Anita. I don't. I just don't think, like, I think if Anita ever was crazy, I still think it was like that subtle crazy, you know? But I think Nicole is going to turn into Veronica from the haves and the have-nots. Like, I think she about to start blowing up his stuff, setting the house on fire. I just feel like Nicole, we underestimate just how crazy she can get. And I feel like they banking on that. Like, the writers are banking on that. They like, yeah, they think she perfect. They think she ain't going to turn up. She not going to do any of that. And the whole time, she about to wait and to exhale this man. She about to set the car on fire, smoke a cigarette. Like, shouldn't have been doing what you did. I don't know. So I don't think she gonna leave him, but I think she's going to make his life hell, and I am here for it all. She gonna make Danny look like Martha Stewart before the sentence. she gonna make her look like a Powerpuff Girl. She gonna make her look like Bubbles. I don't think Daddy is the craziest one. I don't. I just think she's the youngest, so she has more permission to be crazy. But you the oldest, it's a certain kind of composure that comes with that. But don't get it twisted. Because you ever come for me, you gonna learn today. I see you, Nicole. I see you. Okay, so I don't think Bill will ever admit to threatening Leslie and Eva. At least not to his daughters. You know he be lying, girl. He never takes responsibility for anything. He's going to deflect and deny as long as he possibly can. Unless they come out with actual receipts and texts if they have those. Like, because what is this? If we say it's 20 years ago, that was like 2005. It could have been a text. Yeah. Could have been a text. So if they can back up them phones, them flip phones, then maybe they can prove him wrong. But you know, like, Bill is kind of narcissistic. So he one of them people like, unless you got the proof in his face, girl, he is denying it. You lying. I never did that. I never said that. So, okay. I think Vanessa is pregnant. I'm going to throw her down some stairs if she is, but I think she's pregnant. Cause girl, what you mean you just randomly threw up after eating something you always eat? Who's stupid? Cause I'm not. Anyway, I just feel like finding that baby daddy is gonna be like the greatest Easter egg hunt we have ever seen. Cause she been in the streets good, and she hasn't done nothing, or at least not that we know of. She hasn't done nothing with Joey, so it ain't Joey. But unless they did like an off-screen thing, you know, like, you know how they'll say something happened and but they just didn't have that as a scene. Like, unless they did that, but I ain't telling who baby that is, girl. Might be the Muffin Man. I don't know. So, all right. I'm not sure what will happen with Leslie's visit. I don't know. But I don't think she will leave unscathed. Cause okay, you got Danny there. She ain't got good sense. You got you got Anita there, and Anita. While I do think she's a very composed individual, I also feel like she will take it there if need be. So, and then you got Chelsea and Naomi there. They look like if one step, the other one gonna step right behind them. So especially like they mama decide to do something, girl, stay right behind her. So I don't know, girl. I don't know what's gonna happen with this visit, but I don't think she gonna leave untouched. I tell you that. So those are my predictions. All right. So that concludes this week's session of the Gatekeepers Court. So remember, court may adjourn, but the judgment lives on. Okay? So until next time, stay shady, stay sharp, and stay tuned. Bye, y'all. Cheers.